Check it. All right, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we look at SPY, AMC, GME, our favorite meme stocks, and SPY, the overall market. We're also going to talk about the $175 price target that is going around the ranks in the AMC army. And we are going to talk about how there is proof of synthetic shares and how they manipulate the stock to the downside. We're going to look at all of this and more, giving you guys price predictions and analysis for AMC, GME, and the SPY in this video. This video is not financial advice. We leave emotion at the door on this channel and only look at the facts and the data. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. In this video, we're going to be looking at SPY, AMC, GME, our favorite meme stocks. We're also going to look at the $175 price target and clear up all the FUDs and misconception about that is going around in the AMC ranks. That way, my followers and subscribers can have the best knowledge and not listen to FUD. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, leaving emotion at the door. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So guys, as you can see, SPY getting that green day that I did predict in my morning update video. Let's go ahead and play that clip and get the receipts for this. Green daily candle print for SPY. We're going to see a green candle here for SPY. So basically what is happening is SPY is breaking out of this bullish pennant. So we're going to get a push up to about 458. So 458 is going to be the top of this next rally. We're going to see it come up to there and then get rejected at about 458, 460 region. So I do think this uptrend will continue for SPY. Today will be a green day, and we will be seeing a higher high than this 456. SPY is working on a bullish cross here on the 4-hour MACD. So this is more evidence that we are going to see that upside that I'm telling you. So as you guys can see, that SPY prediction did come to fruition, as this was an easy one, as we have the breakout to the falling wedge and then or the breakout of this bull pennant and then a push to the upside. I do think we are going to see a top at about 458, 456. I do think we're going to see a top for SPY and then start to pull back in the overall macro time frame of things, seeing a overall capitulation to the downside before seeing a new bull rally. This is what I'm looking at for SPY on the short and long term. I do think we are close to the top for this rally. So if we do see that movement to about 460, I do think we're going to see a pullback, filling the gap fills to the downside. Now, this was an easy day to predict. We did get the breakout of that falling wedge and get that green daily candle that I predicted. And again, I do think this trend is going to continue to about 458, 460. So again, I do think we're probably going to see a green day possibly tomorrow, but I will be making my predictions on my shorts feed. So make sure you get that on my shorts feed tomorrow morning in pre-market. Let's go ahead and look at AMC and GME, showing you guys what's going on for AMC and GME stock, and talk about this $150 price target for AMC. So the first thing I want to point out is this price target for AMC. As you guys can see, there is a picture going around about this potential price raise from $2 to $160, $175 for Goldman Sachs, giving AMC a massive boost in price action. So as you guys can see, I want to tell you guys right now that this could potentially be fake. Okay, this could potentially be photoshopped. It could potentially be not real. Also, I'm talking to other people in the community, and it could possibly be even a private put option contract that was used and traded between two hedge funds and not meant to leak out. Now, what I'm thinking is this is speculation, and I'm thinking that this is actually either photoshopped or something somebody made to actually get clout for AMC. I do not think that this is actually a real ad that somebody found or a real price target that somebody found. I actually think that this is not real. I think it is fake, and I think it is speculation. So I want everyone to know about this and what is going on. Now, again, that's not to say that it's not real. That's not to say that it doesn't exist and it can't potentially be real. But in my personal opinion, this is at best speculation and at worst not real and something somebody made. So I want everyone to know about what is going on with this price target, so all of my followers and subscribers can have the best information and not listen to FUD and get guided down the wrong path. Now let's go ahead and look at some other information going on for AMC, as we do have an increase in short interest. So we have an increase in short interest, 29.05
Guys, when this thing goes to the moon, it is going to go to absolutely insane valuations that I don't think anyone can predict. Why? Because there are so many synthetic shares and the short interest is getting so ridiculous at this point. I knew short interest was going to go up because they were going to try to hold this thing down and keep this thing down. This is more proof and evidence that we are about to see a massive squeeze to the upside as shorts are desperately trying to keep this thing down, paying over 126% cost to borrow. I did the math on this, and for the short shares that they had available this morning, they would need over $105 million just to short AMC. They would need $105 million just to short AMC with the short shares that they had this morning. Absolute insanity. If we go ahead and look at the shares that they have now, they do have 10,000 shares available to borrow. They are loading up to try to hold this thing down tomorrow. They need to try to stop this momentum. They need to try to push this thing back down because it's absolutely about to go insane. AMC is about to rocket to the upside, and they desperately, desperately, desperately need to keep this thing down and under these price ranges that it is currently at. Let's go ahead and look at GME, and then I'm going to look at the technical analysis for AMC, giving you guys an update and prediction on both our favorite meme stocks. So GME, again, I sound like a broken record, so I'm going to just briefly cover this. That way, if anyone's watching this video and is new to the channel, they know what is going on for GME. So I'm just going to briefly cover this and go over this. But GME had this big push to the upside here. So GME had a big push to the upside, moving to this $28 level, and is now in this falling wedge consolidation, and now is testing this macro falling wedge here in yellow as support. As you guys can see, we broke to the upside of this resistance and is now testing it as support. This is going to be the precursor to a bigger move to that $30 level. Once GME gets to $30 level, it is the golden zone for GME. If you guys check out my video that I released earlier for the midday market update, I explained how GME, APE, and AMC are all setting up for a major test of the golden zone. We can also see that GME's call options at $30, the gamma is starting to build. So if GME gets to that $30 level, again, it is going to absolutely fly. There's also a gap fill here at $40. You guys can see this gap fill at $40. And we have this bullish macro double bottom. This is bottom number 1. This is bottom number 2. And we are breaking out of a bullish macro falling wedge, which we've been using macro sloping support here as 2 years. It's been resistance. We are now using that and flipping it as support. Bullish, 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 bullish for GME. So this is what I'm looking at for GME. We can see Bollinger Bands here on the daily time frame constricting as it does consolidate and get ready for this big push that I do think is about to happen. Again, I think GME is setting up for a big, massive movement here in the very near future, pushing up to that $30 level, and then from that $30 level, absolutely taking off. AMC setting up for the same thing as well, pushing up to its golden level at $8 to $12. That's where it will see little no support resistance. Shorts are heavily underwater. Gamma and FOMO start to kick in, and this thing becomes a major problem, pushing it up to all-time highs. Again, I do think once GME breaks its golden zone and AMC breaks its golden zone, it's going to push to all-time highs. I think as soon as we break this golden zone and use it as support, so once we break above, and let's say we hit our head on 16, come back down and use this as support, I think we are going, that's going to be confirmation to see us move to all-time highs. The same thing for GME. Once it breaks above $30, comes back down, uses it as support and pushes it upside, I think that's going to be confirmation for all-time highs, and it might just break through it and just keep going. So this is going to be absolute insanity what's coming up. We see short interest is at all-time highs for AMC. We see cost of borrow is at all-time highs. We see that FTDs are at all-time highs. This thing is going to go way past all-time highs when it runs. We have more FTDs, we have more short interest, we have more cost to borrow, we have more people holding, we are a better company fundamentally. We're going to see a absolute rocket ship when this thing takes off to the upside. GME as well, Bollinger Bands constricting. Again, both stocks setting up for a massive move to the upside. Let's go ahead and look at AMC stock, checking out the technicals for AMC, showing you guys more evidence that something massive is coming. You can see that Bollinger Bands here on the weekly time frame are constricting. Also, again, short interest sitting at all-time highs. I also want to point out that there's definite evidence of synthetic shares, because if we look at the volume for this daily candle here, it was 256 million. Right up here is the volume. It's 265 million. You guys can see 256 million. 256 million, guys. the free float for AMC. So I go ahead and show you guys the free float for AMC. I have this up on my Twitter, free float for AMC. We go ahead and look. The float is only 516 million. Okay, that's not even the free float. That's the overall float. We traded half the entire float in one day. That's not even counting how many short shares they have. So look how many short shares they have. 150 million short shares. And that's not counting how many shares they use to short this thing down. If we go ahead and look this morning, you guys can see that they had 2.1 million shares available to short. And at the cost to borrow that they're paying, that would have cost $105 million. To get the price, all you have to do is multiply AMC stock price by 10, because we're multiplying it by 10 because it's 1,000%. So it's going to be a multiple of 10. So you multiply AMC stock price by 10, then you multiply it by how many shares that they bought. So they paid $50 per share and they bought 2.1 million short shares, which is about $105 million to short a company near 52-week low. Anyone who sees that and doesn't think, one, there is synthetics, and two, a massive reason for them to short it down because it's a massive short squeeze if they do not keep this thing down and understand that, cannot see what is going on. There is clearly synthetics, and there is clearly a motivation for them to want to keep this thing down so bad that they would spend $105 million to do so. And that is only for one day. And that also shows you guys that this is not sustainable. Okay, people think that they can just do this forever and it will never squeeze. It's not sustainable. At one point, they're gonna run out of money. Nobody has infinite money. With the rates being raised and they don't have zero on the interest rate, so they don't have an infinite money glitch. There is no way that is sustainable, and that's why we will definitely see a squeeze. I do think we're actually setting up for this move here. I think that that's what this is, and I do think that this is actually the beginning of the end for the long process that we have all been waiting for, called AMC MOAS. Let's go and cut to the technicals on the smaller time frame and show you guys what is going on for AMC and where I expect this thing to go. Again, GME, I do expect to be heading to the upside here later in the week. I do think we're going to get a bottom out process and start heading up here in the later of the week, closing higher than this range here. And AMC, I do think we're going to be moving up here into the end of the week. And let me go ahead and show you guys why I think that. So we do have a beautiful setup here on the smaller time frame. You guys can see that we have the sloping resistance that we're currently testing as support. We tested that as support during today. I was in the stream when this happened, and I told everyone what was going on, and we did a live stream here in the Discord. Again, if you want to join my Discord, link down below is my Instagram and my Twitter. It's $50 for a lifetime invite. Just message me on Instagram or Twitter to get in the Discord. But let's go ahead and continue. You guys can see that Bollinger Bands are constricting, letting us know that volatility is coming for the stock. So a big move is coming. We are also about to get a MACD cross here on the hourly time frame. I do think that this MACD cross here on the hourly time frame is going to correlate with the move that we're going to see. So once we get that MACD cross on the hourly time frame, the 2-hour time frame around that range, 4-hour time frame around that range, once we get that cross with the MACD, it's going to correlate with this bigger move to the upside, pushing us to these next levels. This breakout of this falling wedge, the target is $8. Again, once we get to $8, we're going to go absolutely flying. That's why I'm saying GME or AMC is set up for a move to its golden zone. And after the golden zone, we could go absolutely berserk. Again, Bollinger Bands constricting, breakout of this falling wedge that we are in right now. Currently happening. We retested it as support. We might have to come back down and retest it one more time. That would be at about $4.90. So we could see a quick dip to $4.90, $4.80. So if you did see that, don't be discouraged. That could be a potentiality of this wedge, and we could see that here in after hours or in pre-market tomorrow morning. So if you do see that dip to about 490, 450, 480, around that type of range, do not worry. As you guys can see, again, all the way down to 450, we could still be bullish, retesting this as support, and then get a big push to the upside. You can see Bollinger Bands constricting, let us know volatility is coming. And again, I do think that MACD cross on the hourly and 2-hour time frame is going to correlate with this move to the upside that we're all waiting for, retesting this $8 high after breaking out of this micro falling wedge. So guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you for AMC. Proof of synthetics We are also talking about that $175 price target, letting you guys know that it could potentially be fake. In my personal opinion, that it is actually something that somebody made and it is fake. I do not think that this is real, in my personal opinion. Unless something comes out to prove me otherwise, I would assume that is the case. We're also talking about GME setting up for its shot to the golden zone. And we're looking at SPY potentially meeting a top. I will be talking about that and more. Guys, this is the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. All you have to do is message me on Instagram or Twitter to get in the Discord. It's $50 for a lifetime invite. Message me, and then you guys can get in. PayPal and Cash App is how I accept payment. I also have a membership you can join for $2.99 a month. Cancel at any time. I see all of your comments as a member. You also get exclusive validation as a member. Your name gets put on the home screen of the channel as a member, and I see all of your comments, so I'll make sure to respond to each and every one as a member. $2.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Just press join next to the subscribe button on my channel. And if you want to support me for free, all you have to do is simply drop a like, leave a comment, and press subscribe. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
All right, yo, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. And I appreciate each and every one of you that watch this video to the end, because so few people watch this video to the end. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money.